What's up, Indie Vision Music? We're in Pomona, California at the Glasshouse in a dark alley. Well, it's not dark yet. Well-lit alley. And we're interviewing the Chariot today. What's up, Indie Vision Music? This is Keith from Indie Vision Music Presents, and I'm here with Scogin from the Chariot. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
You doing?
Doing real good. I'm sweaty because I just got through playing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm doing great.
You guys tour a lot.
We're a machine.
Especially after Long Live.
Yeah.
This seems to be one of the more stacked tours that you guys have done in pretty recent time. How are you guys enjoying it with Under Oath and Comeback Kid?
And, all the shows have been really good. You also saw tonight's show. I guess we'll show some footage. There it is. So that's how that show's going. And then we've been doing some, every show's been like that. It's been really great. So yeah, it's awesome.
Long Live came out on Good Fight Records last fall.
Right.
Do you guys already have plans for the next album, or?
Yeah, we had about a month off here recently, and we started writing just casually, and really looking forward to what that looks like, you know, what the next album's going to be or what it's going to sound like. You know, we don't know. We just kind of wing it and start throwing stuff together, and we watch it kind of grow from there.
Some of the best parts about the Chariot, Chariot Records, and also live are the samples that you guys use. You've been using them on every single album that you've done. What were the reasons why you decided to do that?
You know, just anything to give your ear sort of a rest from, you know, my screaming and the heavy guitars and stuff is great. You know what I mean? It's we're pretty ADD when it comes to stuff, so you know, like, you can only take so much of that, you know, and 10 tracks of my voice, 10 tracks of sort of guitar, you know, it would get, you know, it takes its toll. So, you know, anything we can do to get different sort of sound in there, whether it's a sample or it's you know, a friend of ours. You know, this last record we had Dan Smith of Listener because he has such a different voice. On the Fiancé we had Haley Williams come out, Paramore, and like her voice kind of being so different from my voice. You know what I mean? It just gives your ear a break. You know what I mean? And that's, for us, you know, it's very refreshing. You know, and it keeps everything moving instead of being, like I said, 10 tracks of anything. It's gonna be hard to swallow. You know, so.
There's kind of been a claim that hardcore and metalcore or whatever core has been dying. Obviously it hasn't. It actually seems to be a little bit more of a rise of it. What is your perspective on the genre that the Chariot partakes in?
Well, I don't know what genre the Chariot partakes in, so it'd be hard to answer that as far as that. But as far as heavy music in general, just I think a lot more people are kind of getting open-minded and sort of understanding sort of where it comes from, and maybe there's bands that are out there that are sort of bridging that gap together. And I think it's becoming more and more accessible, and more people are sort of grabbing a hold of it. But you know, you know, we never try to be in any genre. I don't even really know what, you know, that term means as far as an artist is concerned. So we just play music that we like, and whatever you want to call it, it's fine, because it's the Chariot.
Do you think kids they decide to start listening to this kind of music as a form of rebellion towards, maybe, I guess you could say, what their parents listen to, but as they grow older they kind of, I guess you could say, mature into, like, you know, kind of backtrack into that?
I don't know. I didn't. I mean, I listened to the heavier band stuff because it's just where it just grabbed a hold of me, you know. I found a connection there, you know. I found sort of my home, as it were, with, you know, the heavier music and stuff. It just felt right, you know, where I wasn't liking the top 40 hits of the mainstream radio, you know. It was always those sort of heavier things, because I feel like, especially back then, maybe now a little bit less than back then, but back then the underground scene that was alive and well and actually existed, they weren't writing songs so that their label loved it, because there's the chorus and the verse and the catchy hook at the end, and that's gonna make a, you know, they were just writing, they were being artists, you know. and so that was something that spoke to me a lot. And whereas a lot of the top 40 hits sort of didn't fulfill that gap for me, you know, growing up listening to pop radio, you know, you got your formulas, you need the hook, and you need that one line, you need that, you know, catchy melody, and can't be too extreme because you want people to sing along to it. It can't be too, you know, that sort of stuff. I think after a while kind of washes over you, and any artist would almost gravitate towards music as an art form versus just a way to make more money, you know, which is obviously not what bands like us are doing.
Touring in bands for life, right?
Yeah, right. I'll die a starving artist, but that's okay. I'll die happy.
If they're like the spiritual connection between your stage performance, because he believes that there's obviously something spiritual going on while you guys are playing, or is it just, you know, just playing?
Yeah, I mean, for us, you know, we're not trying to force anything or shove anything on anyone, but I mean, for us, it's just you know, we write music that can hopefully sort of push us and move us day in and day out, you know, and we're very passionate about our beliefs, and that's in no way to sort of force feed them on anyone else. It's just who we are and things that have happened in our lives we can't really deny, you know, not to say we're perfect, we struggle in every way, you know, but, you know, we, on stage, it's sort of our time to be able to be free and to worship or just to be free, and for us, you know, the spirituality that comes with music and the freeing of what we've written, you know, and stuff. So it's different for every person, and it's different for not every night so much, but it's every night. It's not a cookie cutter thing every single night. It's this is what I, you know, think about, and this is who. It's different every night, you know, and it's something fresh and new, and you know, and that to me is, you know, it keeps us going, it keeps us moving forward, it keeps us, you know. Every night it's not the same exact show, the same exact thing, you know, you're kind of on your toes, and you're kind of doing a little dance with the whole bit, you know, the equipment, everything, you know, but it's very, something we're very passionate about, and you know, you know, Lord's been good to us, and you know, so it's, you know, we just want to be like, thanks, man. That's awesome. Any blessing that comes from a show or CD or a lyric or whatever, I mean, that means the world to us, you know what I mean, and you know, people say they can relate to the lyrics and stuff, and I think that's great. You know, I'm just a dude wandering the earth, writing what I go through. So it's great when someone sort of comes up to you and says like, hey, you know, that's very encouraging, or that helped me go through a tough time with this. You know, my father passed away a few years ago, and of course that entered in the lyrics. You know, it has to. It's just who I am, and faith comes in because it's who I am. You know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, force my beliefs on anyone. It's just who I am, and as an artist, what's on the inside is going to come out, you know. And so, you know, people who, anytime someone feels blessed by it or whatever, that's a very humbling experience to be able to partake in. You know, it's awesome.